Welcome back, everybody, to the Flagrant Talk Sports Podcast. Moses and Isaiah here.
Come on.
Back with another video for y'all. Today, we're going to be recapping the NFL wildcard matchups that happened last week. And we're also going to preview the divisional round matchups. Just like last week, a lot of interesting matchups, but I'm assuming they're going to play out a lot different than last week did.
Yeah.
To say the least. But Zay, you got anything you want to say before we jump on into this one?
So, real quick, first off, kind of a weird wild card, just overall. Got a lot of blowouts, a lot. I don't really know what it was. Really, besides the Lions-Rams game, everything else was pretty, done.
Yeah.
But they were still fun. I was entertained. I'd just like to say, Mo, we will be making or remaking, I guess, some of our divisional picks. I went 2 for 6.
Yeah, I went 3 for 6, I believe.
At least you got 50, 50%.
I'll take it. I'll take an F.
But yeah, I mean, I wasn't even close. So
yeah, we both got Fs, but I just got a better. I got a better F.
Exactly. So the 2 50-50 games where I'm like, oh, what do I go with here? They both didn't go my way. So
my heart won. Like a lot of the teams I wanted to win won.
I know.
So that was a plus, but the analyst side of me didn't really do the best. So
no, and
hopefully we can make up for that here. But
yes, that's what we're going for. For the viewers, Mo and I kept talking throughout the wild card games because we do through every day.
Yeah.
But we were talking about it, and we're like, we went into our playoff picks video with stats, really thinking about it, looking at lines, looking at who's healthy, looking at who could be an X factor. Hey, their run defense is really good, or whatever it may be. And ultimately, we should have just gone with the team we wanted to see win, I guess.
Yeah.
So this video, I'm trying it a little different. I'm a little more laid back in the way I'm going to talk about the divisional games, where it's much more from okay, I'd like to see this team win, or hey, it's 50-50. I'm going to go with the team I want instead. So,
yep,
we'll see.
I would have
to
agree. I would have to agree. I'm not bringing as much analytical. This look up one specific stat that's going to sway my vote. I'm just kind of looking at the matchups, going with what I know, going with the gut. We'll see, man.
Go from there.
I mean, can't really get much worse than what we did. But
and I'll be honest too. The only 2 I got right is I got the Chiefs over the Dolphins, which was free. I mean, that one to me was like the Dolphins couldn't beat teams over 500. You're playing in Kansas City and it's freezing.
Yeah,
you're playing against Mahomes in the playoffs. Like that was
a stat is real. 0-4 now in games under 40 degrees or something.
Yeah. And I don't know if this is a hot take. I think when you look at Tua Tagovailoa, and this is not meant to be a diss, and I guess we'll talk about it more when we talk about the game itself, but I'm starting to think Tua is closer to the average quarterback category than like a great quarterback. And it's not a diss. He is not this guy who hurts you, like anything like that. But I think we're starting to hit that point where, like, anytime he's brought up in MVP discussions and people say, like, I don't think he belongs here, there's a ton of pushback.
Yeah.
And to me, like, he's nowhere even near that top 5. He's not even close. So, again, I'm not trying to hate on him, but it's starting to feel that way. And the other game,
there's another guy on this list that I unfortunately am starting to feel like.
Okay. Let's get into the wild card recap. That way we can do it as we go.
It sounds good. Starting us off.
Oh yeah.
With a banger. Huge dub, Zay, for the Cheeseheads.
Oh my goodness, man.
Take it away, man. Take it away. Get your moment of stardom right here.
So I went into this game like I think most realistic Packers fans, because of course in any fandom you're going to have people. Cowboys fans are especially good at this of we're going to win every game, we're going to win a Super Bowl, we're going to do this. I am way more of a realist.
Yep.
And so with the Packers, the fact we made the playoffs was like, holy crap. Like, we won. This season is incredible. Jordan Love is looking like an MVP candidate.
Yeah.
And then
Legit.
they go into Jerry's world. Bro, it wasn't even a game. And the score looks way closer than it was.
Yeah. The score does not tell the story in this game, bro.
The game was done by the end of the first quarter.
Damn near, bro.
Like, the Packers going up 20-0, and it was the Cowboys just looked shocked. Like, Dak was arguing with CD, it looked like, and dude, their defense was awful.
Yeah, Deron Bland, Pro Bowler.
Oh my goodness.
Record-breaking year.
Yeah.
There he put up a stat, dude. He was getting cooked. It was like
7
targets, 6 catches, 150 yards, 2 touchdowns. It was like, dude, what?
Yeah.
Like it was just uncharacteristic. Very
really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this, we talk about the Cowboys a lot, and I'm very much on the side of like, hey, when they get to the postseason, this is not the same team in the worst way. It's like a reverse Miami Heat.
Unfortunately,
where you're like, oh, playoff time, upset, or they're going to lose. And this year, for some stupid reason, I was like, I got them in the NFC chip, though. Like, I kind of like this Cowboys team undefeated at home. You get 2 home games at minimum.
The undefeated stat.
Oh, my goodness.
Dude, I was like, wait a second. Because I've had the agenda all year.
Yeah.
That was like, what? That really got me hyped. But
yeah, it just was terrible. Like, they played terrible, and so much credit to the Packers, both sides of the football, their special teams, their punting was executed at the highest level. Every facet of the game for the Packers was literally perfect.
Yeah.
So at this point, we'll talk about the Packers divisional matchup, but they're playing with house money. They have nothing to lose.
That's the scary part for this. I'm excited to talk about that game. But
it's crazy. Mo, real quick, we kind of talked about it pre-stream. With the Cowboys committing to Mike McCarthy next year and what seems to be a make or break like season, what do you think about it?
The fact that they didn't take any time, it was a day or two after, not that far out of the bad loss at home in the wild card. I think it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
There are obviously Mike McCarthy's a Super Bowl winning coach. He knows what it takes to win. But it is not a good track record here in Dallas as far as playoffs, man.
No.
A lot of head-scratching calls and games in their playoff history, and I think it would have been a good time to give it up and look for a new direction. A lot of teams are in the same boat.
Yeah.
You don't know how that's going to look next year. Some of those teams could be contending. Some of those teams could be in the same spot. But with the coaching carousel and the way it is, I probably would have took a shot.
I think you highlighted it perfectly. If there's all of these coaches, you have your guy, Bill Belichick, you got Mike Vrabel, you got Harbaugh, who's going to be in the running. You've got all of these awesome guys who are there to just talk to.
At least see what they have for you. Something.
And I think a lot of times we are really big defendants of any time in any sport a team doesn't live up to expectations, it's fire the coach. And I think that's unfair.
Mm-hmm.
But this is one of those times where it's like, do you want to keep doing this?
Yeah.
That like you're the Dallas Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
I just it's insane. It's insane to me.
Yeah.
Obviously, as a Packers fan, I got love for Mike. Won a
Yeah.
Super Bowl, but I don't understand the thought process by the Cowboys of bringing him back after
100%.
they lost in the way they did too.
Mm-hmm. Horrible.
Yeah.
Real quick, this is gonna be our longest probably segment of the video, but
yeah.
We were talking about quarterbacks being at the average tier.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the Cowboys were gonna make it to the Super Bowl this year. I thought this was the year. I've been saying it from our first NFL video out.
Yeah.
I had it all year. Dak, amazing regular season, cooking, looking good. Big game. I don't know what it is. He is not the Dak Prescott that most football fans feel like. No, he's a solid. I don't get it, man. I think he might be cooked. I'm just gonna come out and say it bluntly. Dak Prescott might be cooked, man.
Yeah.
It hurts to say because I don't know if it was the injury, like horrible injury, gruesome injury. Obviously, anyone who goes through that, it's gonna mess him up a little bit. He's showing flashes. It's just tough, man. They haven't had any success when it matters. So it's getting to that territory as well.
Yeah.
I'd say.
I 100% agree with you, and I think a big reason why I did have some faith this year in the Cowboys that I haven't had in years past is this is Dak's best season.
Yeah.
He played incredible regular season football. He wasn't turning the ball over. Mm-hmm. Like he started the season and it was like, oh goodness. And then he went, okay, something clicked. Like you could just see it. He was playing so well.
Yeah.
And this the playoff game like was a perfect culmination of everything that makes Dak bad.
Yeah. The turnovers came back.
Yeah. Oh, sloppy ones
trying to force balls or they didn't. Yeah. It was just.
And he had one play where the Packers are forcing pressure, which they were getting all game. Yeah. But they're forcing pressure, the pocket's collapsing, and Dak just tosses the ball forward, and it's almost picked off by a linebacker.
I remember this exact play.
I'm sitting there like,
what are you doing? Like literally, when have you ever done that?
To no one.
It's like who is it?
The Patrick Ewing.
Yes, thank you.
When have you ever practiced that?
Like,
when did you ever practice that?
Yeah,
it's what it was. Where if I'm a coach, I'd rather see you take the sack than do that.
100%.
What are you throwing that for? Like,
even if you throw that little flip pass, dude, by that time it's floating through the air. Your dude's just gonna get mashed anyway. Yeah, like it was just
it's insanity. And so I think we could definitely do a separate video just on the Cowboys because it's bad, and I am tempted to say they missed their window. It's done.
Yeah, I'm not giving them this treatment next year for our videos. I can tell you that.
I'm not giving Dak the treatment because to me, like, playoff wins aren't everything, but they are a separator to me in tiers. And Dak doesn't win them. And at this point, Jordan Love went in and has a more impressive playoff win than Dak has had.
Last thing I want to say on this.
Yeah.
The Packers have more wins at AT&T Stadium I believe it's the wild card round than the Cowboys do. 3-2. It's 3 wins to 2.
I didn't even know that.
I saw one of the Schefter, one of the top NFL guys. I remember seeing the tweet, dude. I was like, no shot.
That's
just in your own stadium.
Yeah.
Like that's all we gotta say, man.
Yeah, and if I'm a Cowboys fan, I'm disgusted. I'm just disgusted with
Yeah.
everything. This is embarrassing. Like this is not a team you're proud to be a fan of right now. It's like what are we doing? Like
Yeah.
cool, we win 12 games, we get our hopes up. Bam, we're the first team to ever lose to a 7 seed in the expanded playoffs. Ever.
Wow.
At
Wow.
home, undefeated at home.
Crazy. Yeah.
And you didn't just look. It's different if it's like a game-winning field goal. Like, no, you got picked apart. You got destroyed.
Your barn doors blown off.
Yes, like you didn't even put up a fight.
Yeah.
So, yeah, amazing win for my Packers. I'm on an insane high. Even though we're going into our place that has tortured us.
Yeah.
Guillotined us
Yep.
for years.
Yep.
We've got a different quarterback. We got some different mojo going in this time. So, I'm excited to get to that game. But yeah, embarrassing for the Cowboys.
100%.
Yeah.
Next NFC wild card matchup and a heater at that. The Detroit Lions defeated the Los Angeles Rams by 1 point. Zay, what do you got for me, man? This was a back and forth game. I honestly thought the Rams were going to win there I think it was in the third. They were down. They were driving. It was just like, you kind of felt like, oh, the Rams might come back and take this, but Lions came through, man. What you got?
Yeah, I think first, congrats to Detroit. Been a team that we've been rooting for all year. We did both pick the Rams, but we both said it would be awesome for Detroit to win this. And it's a great story to see them win. And now they're the biggest winners of the Cowboys losing, besides Green Bay, obviously, because you get this game at home. Now they like, I'm pretty sure Aiden Hutchinson right after the game was like, yeah, we expected to be playing in Detroit after this win. So we're excited to be back here and have the home crowd. Super impressive win by the Lions. Laporta played, which shocked me.
And it changed the game. I think if he doesn't play, they don't win the game.
I agree. It was right down there. The Rams again played great football. Matthew Stafford in Detroit was amazing.
Yeah.
But Jared Goff got the upper hand. I will say, can you just imagine? It will literally go down as the most even trade in all of sports if Matthew Stafford won his Super Bowl when he got traded to the Rams, and then Jared Goff leads the Lions to a Super Bowl. It would be like, oh, well,
there's no loser. Yeah, there was no loser.
We both got A+, 100%, perfect, beautiful trade. So, yeah, this is probably my favorite game besides the Packers of the wild card weekend. It was really good.
100%, really fun watch. Matthew Stafford is a freaking warrior, dude.
So awesome.
Taking shots when was that? In the third, I think he got hit.
Oh, dude.
Hit his head on, snap back of the turf. Normally concussion, they're done. When he came back on the field, I was like, wait, this should be reviewed. Like, there's a little some off here because, but played through it. Almost led his team back, but just hats off to him, bro, because that was an impressive ass performance. Probably broke a couple ribs, probably.
Oh yeah.
So probably is concussed. Just hasn't been told. But
Oh yeah. They're like, no, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, keep
you got
that
this.
under. Yeah.
But I think amazing season for the Rams, just with them going out to make the 6th seed, to make the playoffs. You know, they were counted out by nearly everyone, including us.
I counted them out.
And then playoffs came around, and it's like, wow, this team is on fire. And
the draft makes a huge difference. Patriots, let's take note. Huge difference in a team. 2 5th-round guys leading their offense, basically, in Puka and Kyron Williams. So
just, I mean,
insane, man. Just
yeah.
beautiful. And dude, the clip of McVay talking about Puka getting drafted, I've seen that floating. It's
Yes,
so
yeah,
sick.
yeah.
Like he had the vision years back, and now it's playing out. It's just, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's earned, man.
It's super.
Yep.
That's one of the things that makes the Rams so good is they draft well, and they draft well in late rounds. So super awesome for the Lions to win this, but congrats to the Rams. You know, obviously there's, you know, hearing, oh, good job, you lost, but good job. But no, seriously, like
seriously great season.
Impressive season.
Yeah.
But the Lions, they're playing on fire right now. They're a really, really, really good team. So
dude, all of these, I'm excited for these next matchups, bro.
Yeah.
But jumping over to our last NFC wildcard matchup.
Keep this short.
I don't want to say I called it, but I did. You had the feeling, but you just couldn't pull the trigger.
Yep. Stupid.
The Eagles are toast. What do you think they're in trouble next year?
The Eagles are like, he needs to be fired.
Right?
He needs to be, it falls into the Bill Belichick thing.
Right?
How do you have this roster? And again, it's one thing if you lose by a field goal and you're like, damn, the Baker was balling. We're on the road.
One thing didn't go our way. We could have, but you guys got 9 points, bro.
It was pathetic. It was just pathetic football. And they will be the first ones to say it. I am not, you're
not hating.
I always try to, like, I never want to disrespect a team or player, or like, I feel bad calling for coaches to be fired or players to be whatever, because to me, it's like, this is their job. I can't imagine someone saying Isaiah needs to be fired.
That article was,
I'd be like, whoa, what the heck, man? Like, hey, I'm doing my job. But this, sadly, your performance is so big in this sport, and the Eagles are an organization, to me, that has proven we will move on. We'll move on from a Super Bowl winning head coach.
Yeah.
We'll move on from a quarterback. We'll move on from all within recent years. Like, they are like, boom, boom, go, go, go. Hey, you're not getting it done. We have a roster that should be at least in the divisional, man.
Dude. Should have been the 1 seed with their record, but absolute collapse until there was no more.
Yeah, it was just pathetic. And me picking the Eagles in that video to win is so funny because it goes against, and I'm pretty sure I said it in there, it went against everything, I believe.
Yeah.
When picking a team of, they've lost 5 of 6. Why, like, and the Buccaneers are playing great football. This is Baker's best season. Their defense is kicking ass. Mike Evans, he'll play till he's 60.
Yeah.
And
put up 1,000 yards.
Yes, he's a shoo-in for those things. So, I think this is awesome for the Buccaneers. And if you're an Eagles fan, I can't imagine how angry I'd be.
I don't know, the guy on TikTok. Go Birds.
I felt so, but he's a diehard fan, man, and I admire that. But it's like, you deserve better. And I think, again, like we talked about with the Cowboys, there's too many good head coaches. Sirianni's got to go.
Yep. We talked about it, I think, through text or something, but you said, imagine Bill Belichick coaching the Eagles, and that just makes me sick. Because he wouldn't retire until Jalen Hurts did. Because they'd probably win Super Bowl every year until then. Anyway,
and I wasn't someone where, like, the Sirianni antics where he's like yelling after the Chiefs game, or when Hurts has to be the one to calm him down on the sidelines because he's getting amped up and fired up. Like, I didn't really take issue with that. I know people of like Giants fans, or of course like rivals, were like, man, I hate Sirianni. I get it. But for me, I was like, whatever, he's passionate. But those things get amplified and they sour on you like they soured on me when you aren't winning.
Yeah.
Like, you can't do that shit and lose.
Yeah.
That's not okay. So if Andy Reid is like flipping off fans and doing all that,
eating
it's Andy Reid.
burgers.
Yeah,
No,
it's
that's Andy.
He's ripping food out. He's eating.
Now do it with those nuggies.
Yeah.
The commercial. That's so crazy.
Then it's like, hey, it's Andy Reid, man. Or if Mike Tomlin's doing that, who's in the playoffs every year, he's like, man, I can do what I want, and it's Mike Tomlin.
Yeah,
Sirianni does not have that leash, so
100%.
I think either
that.
You gotta rein it in big time with him, or you gotta cut ties. Which, if I'm Howie Roseman, get out.
Yep, I would have to agree with you, man.
Yeah, great win for the Bucs.
For sure, they played great.
Mm-hmm.
Jumping over to the AFC, we kind of both knew what was going to happen in this one. Unfortunately, Bills handled the Steelers.
Yep.
The Steelers offense just couldn't really do anything. Unfortunately, they showed flashes here and there throughout the season of they can be dynamic with some big plays, but the Bills shut that down. It was a cold day, lots of run game stuff. Josh Allen with a huge freaking run.
Yep.
Just an all-around good victory for the Bills, I'd say. A solid setup for next week. But what do you think?
This is the game I have the least to talk about.
Yeah.
This is exactly what we thought was going to happen. The Steelers not having TJ Watt. They're playing with Mason Rudolph. They're playing on the road in Buffalo during the playoff with Bills Mafia. You don't have the talent that the Bills do. Like Mike Tomlin, I'll just leave it at this. This is the only thing I really care about this game.
Mm-hmm.
I saw some Steelers fans, not a lot, but a couple, that were mad that Mike Tomlin is staying around. And I just want to express, so I'm an outsider looking in, right? I'm not a Steelers fan. I get it. It's different when you're on the Steelers Twitter and you're communicating and you're on the Reddit and you follow all their Instagram and you're seeing all the comments. Mike Tomlin is one of the best coaches in sports.
Yeah.
Sports, not football, in sports, not just now, all time.
Yeah.
He has never had a losing season. And what do you expect him to do with the quarterback play he has?
That's really, I don't really need to say anything. I didn't have anything to say.
It's idiotic. There's certain takes where you're just wrong.
You're talking.
Wrong.
You're just talking. You're venting. It's not even, you're not, it's not a take. It's a vent. It's a vent.
Man, get rid of them and get rid of them and cut them. And it's like, listen, every sports fan has been there.
Yep.
After the Celtics were down 3-0 last year, I was like, Jalen, get off the team, and Tatum, what are you doing? And, and Marcus, go.
Marcus, be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for.
Yes, I was just like, man, fire everyone, Joe. You're on the hot seat. Because every fan has been there, but it's like, dude, it's Mike Tomlin. This is one of the only guys in all of sports where you're like, you're good.
Yeah.
You're safe.
100%.
We're not even considering firing you. So
100%.
That's the only thing I have. Good win by the Bills. Steelers, you'll be back here next season, probably with a 10-win record. So,
Yep.
Again, no matter what. So
see y'all next year.
Yep. See y'all next year.
Now, the Chiefs handled, I wouldn't say handled, defeated the Miami Dolphins in air. Oh, no. Was this one on the road? No, this was in Arrowhead. This next game is going to be on the road.
Yes.
There it is. Patrick played like Patrick.
Looked a little Miami.
Looked good. The Chiefs defense stepped up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
The Dolphins, lots of injuries.
Yeah. Yes.
We kind of knew what was going down when we saw the matchup, but tough year for them, man. A lot of, I'd say, high hopes.
Yeah.
And it came up way short of what they thought they could do.
Yeah. And they're just one of those teams to me where, like, until they do something, I don't fear them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't heavily consider, like, oh, can they go into Arrowhead and beat that team? Do you know how many teams I'd favor in a game, even with this Chiefs team, where it's like going into Arrowhead in the playoffs and winning? Not many. The Dolphins definitely aren't that.
Mm-hmm.
Tyreek will come back. Tua is still gonna be there. You know, they'll see, but they're kind of like the Cowboys to me.
Yeah.
I just, until you do something, you're just another really good, really
season.
fun. Yeah, super fun.
Yeah.
Like, I love watching Dolphins football, and like you said, their defense was so banged up.
Mm-hmm.
But just, there's no shot to me that they beat the Chiefs this year.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's that.
That is that. This last AFC game, though, did shock me quite a bit. But CJ Stroud is solidified.
GOAT.
Dude, they really... do I want to say that? I don't know what...
Oh, no.
They really... No, I don't think I'm not positive enough to say that yet. They don't have it yet. But they might beat the Ravens, bro. I'm not saying my pick yet. I'm not saying my pick yet, but they might beat the Ravens.
I don't think you're crazy to say that either.
Like, that was such a good performance, both sides. Special team, just like the Packers win. Every aspect of their game was perfect.
Yep.
And on the flip side, Myles Garrett got shut down.
Non-factor.
Absolutely shut down. Like, did you pick the Browns or did you pick the Texans?
I picked the Browns, man.
I also picked the Browns because of the defense. I thought their defense was going to give Houston some problems, show them some pressure, get CJ a little disoriented. I mean, CJ a little disoriented.
Texans are young.
Exactly.
Youth was another thing for me.
Both on the coaching aspect and the whole field, everything.
The whole shebang. Yeah.
Dude, just what a win for the Texans, man.
Amazing. I can't say enough good things about the Texans right now. Stroud is incredible.
Yeah.
One of my favorite athletes right now. I will tune into any Texans game just to see Stroud throw the football. He's that good, man. And the confidence, it's, the parallels between the Texans and Packers have been talked about ever since these playoffs.
Yeah.
But it's so similar where, like, Love and CJ, it's their first playoff experience, and they're like, we're not worried. We're not scared. We don't care where we play. We don't care who we play. Like, we know we are incredible. We're the future of the league. And this Texans team, both sides of the football, just dismantled the Browns. It was
crazy.
This was a 50-50 game when we did our pick'ems, and I had the Browns, but I didn't expect it to be this ugly.
100%. No world did I see it being this ugly.
Yeah. And for, I guess, a positive for Browns fans, when they signed Joe Flacco off the couch, like 6 weeks before the playoffs, I forget how many games it was. I know for a fact Browns fans were like, well, our season's done. Deshaun's out. Not that he was great, but, like, he's better than you would assume Joe Flacco is not playing football. Yeah. And they made the playoffs and were favorited to beat Houston in a road game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, again, there's moral victories are tough to hear when your team's out, but the fact they made the playoffs in a similar way to the Rams, it's like, hey, this could have been way worse.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Well, Zay, now it's time for a little redemption. Speaking of the Texans, Ravens hosting them in the first divisional round matchup starting Saturday.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, it's actually crazy that we are in playoff football. The season just flew by.
Yes,
just
man.
Absolutely flew by.
I know.
I kind of hinted at it a couple minutes ago.
Oh man.
I'm not gonna pull the trigger on it because I don't think I can. The 1 seed scares me, bro. It's sus sometimes, dude.
That bye is weird.
You either come out and you look rested, you look prepared, you look ready, or you come out, you look half a step slow, things aren't working well. It wasn't a game week during the off week, so things were a little different than this week. It just, you never know how teams look after the bye. So that's what worries me here in this Ravens game, and the Texans' performance blew me away. I'm going to give the Ravens the edge.
Yeah.
I don't see Lamar getting bounced like that after the season he's had.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, with the Cowboys and closing windows, I don't know how much of a window the Ravens have. Obviously, they have a young wide receiving room with Zay Flowers and then a couple. I mean, Odell is not young, but a couple of vets. But I don't really know how much time you got. Being a 1 seed doesn't come around too often for teams. So
especially in the AFC.
Yeah. But I'm gonna take the Ravens here, man.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. The bye week is weird sometimes, man, where
it's
like
scary.
That and a team like the Texans had to play, but they played and decimated a team they were an underdog against to the point where like their backups were
they got rest. They rested early.
Like, they didn't. It wasn't even like a gruesome. You thug it out like it's a tough fight. Nah, it was an ass kicking.
It was old fashioned.
I love the Texans, and in the same way, I'll talk about the Packers. They're playing with house money. They have nothing to lose. All of the pressure is on Baltimore to win. With that being said, I feel as though the Ravens and Niners have been the two far and away best teams in football this year.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick Baltimore.
Yep.
They were my Super Bowl pick to beat the Texans. But if you watched our video, like I said at the start of this, I went 2 for 6.
Yeah.
I might be an anti-bet. You might want to put some money on the Texans.
Might want to fade our picks. Yeah.
Especially the ones we both agree on.
100% fade those.
Yeah, no, I'm taking the Texans now. Yeah. Money line too. Not even spread.
Yep.
Yeah, I like the Ravens, but this might be all 4 games are so good.
Yeah, man.
This might be the one I'm most excited for. Besides my own Packers, but it's going to be a classic. This might be a classic game, man.
I know, dude. I'm excited, bro. Yeah. I'm excited for Saturday.
Yeah.
Jumping over to your squad.
Speaking of,
I'm going to let you take it away and start it off.
I think so. I'm not going to repeat all the things I said about the Texans, but the Packers are playing with house money. They got nothing to lose. Niners are the 1 seed.
Yeah.
They got the bye. We'll see if that affects them. Probably not. It's San Francisco. But all those things apply to the Packers as well. I think the way to beat this very, very, very good Niners team is the same way Green Bay beat Dallas, where Aaron Jones, the heart and soul of that Packers team, the unsung hero of that Packers team, he's the DNA of the whole roster is Aaron Jones. He plays his heart out on that field. The way you beat this Niners team, you got to pound the rock. You need 100 yards from Aaron Jones. You need Jordan Love to make good throws, to pick up some of those tough 3rd and 4s, those 3rd and 5s, those kind of awkward ones at midfield. You need the punting to be as good as it was against the Cowboys.
No mistakes.
No mistakes. This Niners team, if you give them a pick six, if you give them a fumble at your 20-yard line, they will make you pay.
Yeah.
They will.
There's points on the board. Yeah.
Every time. That team is so good. I am taking the Niners to win. Because, like I said, them and the Ravens feel like the 2 best teams in football right now. But, man, if you're the Niners, Kittle talked about it. This is a hot team that just pulled off an incredible upset, and they want more.
Yep.
So, I'm fully confident in my Packers, but I'll take the Niners in this one. Mo, what do you got as an outsider, as a non-fan?
As an outsider, the house money, the playing with nothing to lose, I 100% agree with you guys. Have nothing to lose. You're gonna leave it all out there.
Yeah.
Niners should be a little bit worried. This isn't gonna be a walk in the park. I'm going to keep it short and sweet and say I'm joining you with the 49ers.
Yeah.
But going to be a really good game. And I was talking to a couple Niners friends I have in the region. They're nervous. They're very nervous. Like, they're not excited for the game. But
yeah.
It's dude, playoffs is just a whole different,
totally.
Nothing really matters from before.
Nope.
Obviously you get the seeding, you get all that, but other than that, nothing really matters. It's a whole new game. So
I totally agree. I think if I were a Niners fan, I'm nervous. But not because I think like, oh, the Packers are better than us, but just, dude, playing a team that has nothing to lose, that just destroyed a team that was undefeated at home.
Yeah.
Yes, it's the Cowboys. Listen, this might sound disrespectful. The real reason I'm picking the Niners here is because I know what they can do in the playoffs. They've earned my respect, especially against my Packers. They've been a thorn in their side for years. The Cowboys have never struck that fear in me. I don't care who they are. I don't care when we play them. I don't care where we play them. It's like, I still fully believe we can beat them. This Niners team is good, and they will make you pay. So this game will be very good, very, very good. I'm excited.
100%.
Yeah.
Jumping over to Sunday, the first game, and closing up the NFC divisional round. The Lions hosting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Who would have thought?
Not many, I feel like. Dude, this game is a damn good game, bro.
Yes.
Oh, dude, here's where I'm at. I know Lion fans. I don't know how many of you we have. I know Lions fans are gonna think I'm hating, bro. Like, I'm happy for you guys. Yeah. I love what's going on. First playoff win in 30 years. Like, it's awesome. I love this culture. My gut, both games has told me the other team I'm going with the Bucks.
Wow.
I'm going with the Bucks. Baker didn't really he missed a couple throws. He played really good. Missed a couple throws, didn't play at peak. I think if Baker just makes a few more throws, the defense plays how they did, I think the Bucs can win this game, come into Detroit and win it. So I'm taking the Bucs, man.
So here's my thing, right? I just being blunt about it. I'm picking the Lions, but
Okay,
you are not crazy to think that,
right? Like, dude, their performance shocked me. Like we kind of talked about it. They still got that
Yeah.
Super Bowl type championship guy defense. Some of the core pieces from that.
Yes. Yep. Todd Bowles.
Yeah, dude. There's something about the Bucs and what they've been doing, and Mike Evans being Mike Evans, and we also got Chris Godwin and Rashad White's been a pretty good back.
He's been great. Yeah.
Like one of the better both of these old lines are really good. Like the trench battle is going to be really fun. Yes. And D-line for Aiden Hutchinson. Who do the Bucs have for D-line? I don't really know. But
they got big old Vita Vea.
Oh, Vita Vea.
Stuffing the Eagles.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
He had one stop on the tush push. And plugged it up right up the gut.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness.
That's all you need. No, but dude, this game all around, like, I think it's probably the most well-balanced if you break it down each side. Like, it's very close to them.
Yeah. Yeah. The margins are very slim. And I guess take a shot every time we say house money. The Buccaneers are the third and final team that are playing with that. They're the NFC South team. Everyone thinks they're a joke. They're led by Baker Mayfield.
Yep.
Oh, even though you did get a playoff win, there's still people who are like, yeah, but you beat the Eagles, who are 5-6 or lost 5 of their last 6. Like, they're not a real playoff team. Now you got to play in Detroit. No one is giving them their respect, even when they've earned it this year. A piece of me wants the Bucs to win just because of, like, it would be kind of funny a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think, I think the Lions are the better team. I think them playing in Detroit is kind of the difference maker. I have the Lions winning, but this is, like you said, it's tight. Like the margins here are very thin. Real quick, I gotta see what the spread of this is.
Yeah, I have no idea what any of these are, to be honest.
Quick recap: Ravens are -9.5 over the Texans. Niners are -9.5 over the Packers. I take the Packers to cover. I might even take the Texans to cover as well, as crazy as that is. Detroit by 6.5. And then
what?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, give me the Bucs. Give me the Bucs. Yeah.
I love it. And then Bills, who we'll talk about next, are -3. So tightest game, which
Yep.
That's no surprise. But yeah, I've got the Lions, but man, this game is going to be, we've said it for all of them. All 4 of these games are awesome.
Yeah.
So
I'm almost certain it's gonna play out differently than the wild card, because we said the same for the wild card. I'm almost certain these are gonna be close.
Yep. Well, I guess the good thing when we don't pick the same one is at least one of us is gonna be right.
One of us, yeah. At least both of us won't look like idiots.
Yeah. So, we'll see.
We'll see about this last one though, because I think I know which way I'm going. I'm still kind of processing as I'm looking at the names. Zay, what do you got?
This is the only matchup. I think you had the Chiefs beating the Dolphins and the Bills beating the Steelers, right? So you had this matchup.
Yeah.
This is the only one I got right. And so a lot of the stuff you can watch our previous video if you want to hear more of my in-depth thoughts, but it kind of boils down to, this feels like the Bills' year to beat Mahomes and to beat Kansas City. And I think, honestly, tell me if you disagree, but I think Josh Allen has the most pressure on him of any player in these playoffs. Like,
Yeah.
He has to win this game. He
Yep.
has to.
Mm-hmm.
The Bills are on fire, but like I had said, I'm giving Mahomes the Brady treatment, where until I see you lose, this is a true 50-50 game.
Mm-hmm.
I've got the Chiefs winning, but this feels like the Bills' year to win this at home too. Not in Arrowhead. You're in Buffalo with Bills Mafia against a team that's knocked you out, that had a rule change because of the way things had been handled. So,
dude. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be such a tough pick for me to make, bro. Here's where I'm at. I'll give you guys the process real quick. I'll make it quick. I'm not a fan of the Bills personally. Never really have. They're in our division, so just not really a fan of them. But I do love Khalil Shakir.
go.
What a freaking closeout touchdown for them last week. Single effort, staying on his feet. Dude, I knew it. As soon as I watched him here for a couple of games, I was like, this is one of the best athletes I've seen like live.
Yeah.
This guy is going to do something in the NFL, and he's found his spot, and he's doing a little something. I really like the Bills, bro. With that, like with him out there. With him out there, that makes me happy. Patrick Mahomes owns these mother frickers, dude. He's not home this time, but that gives me all the more reason that he's the underdog that I want to pick him, and I'm going with the Chiefs, man. I'm going with the Chiefs. Everything you said was right. This Josh Allen needs to win this game to get that monkey off his back, to get everyone to stop talking about, oh, he's fraudulent. Oh, he can't do this. He can't do that. If they lose this game, the proof is in the pudding, brother. Like it might be over.
It's going to be one of those things where it's like Allen is a great quarterback. We all know that, but he'll never be better than Mahomes.
Yep.
He'll never, anyone that says it, here's proof. Every time they meet in the postseason, look at what happens. Look at who wins. Look at who the better quarterback is.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like you said, you kind of talked about it with Baltimore, where there's this pressure on Lamar because this, Ravens window is closing. Same thing for the Bills, if not more.
Yeah.
Like, if the Bills don't win this, with the AFC being not as good, there's no Burrow. The Jags absolutely threw away their season.
Yep.
Like, this feels like the year. I want to say the Bills now. Like, I keep going back and forth.
When I was talking, I was going back and forth. Like I almost picked the Bills, bro. But I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it.
No, I'm giving Mahomes. Like I've said, I have to give Mahomes the Brady treatment, and if Allen wins, we'll reassess that Brady treatment.
Yep.
And it's so weird because this is not a normal Kansas City team.
No.
They are very vulnerable.
They're wide receivers, man. Oh my goodness, dude. I don't know how Patrick hasn't done something to one of them in the amount of drop balls I've seen.
Yeah.
It's just like it would kill me as a quarterback. Like I would give crazy. Up. I would give up on my team, honestly. Like I couldn't. There's no way I'd function. But Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes, and he's gonna try and find a way with what he's got, and they have so far. And I think they're just gonna, dude. Like who is their leading receiver other than Travis Kelce? Was he even their leading receiver? He had a horrible.
Rashee Rice is probably their number one, and he's again. I love him. He is great, and he's a piece the Chiefs will have at receiver to hold on to for years to come. But he's a rookie.
Yeah.
Like, he's not a guy who you're like, in the way you talk about Kelsey, where it's like he's a vet, he's won Super Bowls, he's been Mahomes' leading weapon. Like, that isn't the same as it's been in past years, and there's no Tyreek, there's no Band-Aid, there's no Juju Smith Band-Aid, kind of like, hey, fill in for a year.
Yep.
It's ugly. And to that point, the Bills do have weapons that are consistent. You got Diggs, who is consistent. You got Khalil Shakir is kicking butt. You got James Cook, who's running the ball very, very well and is a great receiving back as well. Like,
Gabe Davis had off year.
He's my kind of unpopular opinion is I want Khalil to absorb all of Gabe Davis's.
I would love that. I genuinely think he could be like he's so fast.
Yeah.
I was going to say let me calm down, like a Tyreek Hill. No one's going to be like a Tyreek Hill, but he's a shorter, quick,
I know him. Yeah.
Just kind of shifty receiver. Like I would love to see him get more targets, bro. That would be,
And Dalton Kincaid is another one. They have Dawson Knox. Like,
dude, no, their offense, like when you compare, if you read names, bro, outside of Patrick Mahomes on offense, the Bills clear.
Yeah.
Like maybe the run game. I'll give Pacheco the run game too.
And even that is
that's close because this year, bro.
Yeah.
This year, freaking Cook turned up. James turned up.
He's been so good. And I love Pacheco. I love Pacheco. Like, he is one of the only guys on that Chiefs offense where Mahomes is probably like, thank God I have you.
Yes.
If I didn't have you and I had Clyde Edwards-Helaire and I didn't have...
What happened to him, bro? What happened to Clyde, bro?
I saw a clip that he's going to go to... He's doing, like, medical school.
Oh, wow.
And he did an interview and he's like, so if y'all want your shots, let me know. Like, was kind of messing around.
Yeah.
So I guess that's what I was so big, bro. Quick side story: when he was drafted as a rookie in the first round at LSU, I had a fantasy football league, and I had the second or third overall pick. And bro, I was so set on picking Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and I picked him. And my team did not win a chip. I'll just leave it at that. It was bad. I was so big on Clyde. Again, I'm not trying to put bro down. He seems like a really cool dude.
100%. Come on the pod if you want.
Come
to
on
your story.
Yeah, literally. Like, you know, I'm never trying to talk down on an athlete because he's better than me. You know,
100%. 100%.
But yeah, this game, man, you could flip a coin. You could flip a coin.
Literally. I might wake up tomorrow and be like, dude, why did I say that in the video? I meant I should have picked the Bills. But this is what I'm feeling right now in the moment. So
yeah. And
I'm gonna go with it.
This is one where I think if the Bills win, they might be the team to beat.
Yeah. 100%.
Just off confidence of like, we did it.
Finally.
We did it.
Yeah.
Like, and at that point, I mean, I don't want to say you root for Houston because I don't know if you want to play those boys if they beat Baltimore. But to have home field advantage in the AFC chip, these are all hypotheticals, but like...
Yeah, man. It's gonna be exciting.
Yeah. All four of these games are great. Hopefully less blowouts. That's all I'm keeping my
100%.
fingers crossed for. Is
100%.
Give me some real games.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm excited, man.
Super excited. Saturday, first games. Be ready.
Yeah.
This should be coming out day before for y'all. So you got a little time to see what's going on. But
yeah. Real quick, I'm very happy the Packers have the night game Saturday because when my team again, I'm expecting a loss, and I'm so proud of this Packers team.
Yeah,
I'm
what
like
a year.
a proud father. Like, oh, my kids, I'm so
Yeah.
proud of you guys. But I really am. But if they were to lose and there was another game at night, I'd be like, sometimes I just got to turn it off.
I don't even really want to watch anything. Yeah.
Because it's like, of
It
course, I love
hurts.
playoff football, but knowing your team is bounced is like, oh, like it doesn't quite hit the same. So, yeah. But so luckily they got the night game. I'll be able to go sleep on it, cry myself to sleep.
Yeah,
and,
no, that's
you know,
perfect. That's
whatnot.
perfect. Uh-huh.
Yeah. But that's the video for y'all. So y'all know what time it is. Song of the pod time.
Most important time of the day.
Of course. Who cares about playoff football?
Yeah.
Like
most people. I've actually noticed like YouTube does like a most viewed thing. Ours is at the end of the video.
Every time. It's
Every
like,
time.
wow, they skip a lot.
Yeah.
They skip a lot.
At least they catch the song of the pod. Maybe you should just start posting these clips and like
literally.
All right.
Literally. I'm saying. I'm saying.
Dude, I'm really excited for mine, bro. I was gonna say it at the beginning. It's a song I haven't heard in a little while.
Ooh.
It's from an artist that's been rolling music out a little bit in an interesting way. Playboi Carti. Off of the Whole Lot of Red album. Not a lot of people like. It's a banger of an album. Go back and listen to it. Place by Playboi Carti is going to be the song I'm picking.
Yes.
Such a good freaking Pierre board beat, bro. So fire. So just gives me kind of a little throwback song, puts me back in a good time in life. So that's the song I got for y'all today.
We want to talk about hot takes. My favorite Playboi Carti project is Whole Lot of Red.
That might be loud as hell. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, the people are going to be listening.
Yeah, yeah, they're driving in their cars like, oh, gunshot.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, no, Mo, you just scared the shit out of someone.
I'm so sorry.
But it was warranted. The clap was warranted.
At first listen, I was like, bro, what am I listening to right now? Like, this is what I waited for. This was the Christmas album I was waiting for.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
And then second time, third time, fourth time.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a second. My ears opened up a little bit.
Yep.
It's just you gotta find the way, listen to what your heart desires, and Whole Lot of Red is one of those albums.
Yeah, I really love that album. And I know it's a super hot take, but I agree. Definitely one of my most played albums ever, which is kind of crazy, but
there's lots of songs on there, bro, that are just solid.
Banger after banger. The next, or I guess my song of the pod I've got for you is a recent one by Tizo Touchdown. Third Coast is the song. It's great. The first two sections of the song kind of lead you into like, okay, like I know what this song is. And the third section hits and you're like, whoa, it's like a different song. And then it ends and you're like, oh, that was dope. That was really cool. So yeah, that's the one. Check it out. Tizo's dope.
Tizo is dope, and I haven't heard that. So
yeah. It's recent. He put out like deluxe of his recent album, and it's one of the songs off there. And I was like, oh, dude, this is sick. Yep. So yeah, that's the song of the pod for y'all. Some Carti and some Tizo.
Some music taste for y'all to listen to as we go into this weekend.
Yep, getting hype.
Good luck to your squads if they are in the playoffs. I wish you the best of luck. Sorry if I picked against you. It's nothing personal. But excited for good games.
Go Pack, go. Boys, we got this. Jordan Love, you are the best quarterback in football. Don't let no one tell you otherwise. You're better than Brock Purdy. By a lot. Remember when people were saying Brock Purdy was MVP? Not even close, buddy. Not even close. That one I'm serious about. But Jordan Love really is better. He is the GOAT. The GOAT. Mahomes, don't care. Allen, don't care. Lamar, even though that's my guy, don't care. Jordan Love, masterclass. 308 passing yards. He's going to go 23 of 29 passes, 308 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and a pick.
All right.
Here it is. Here it is.
All right.
I
like it.
There it is.
I love it.
So we'll come back to this. No,
sorry.
That's fair. That's definitely fair. Yeah, reverse everything I said. But go Pack, go, baby. Let's go.
Love it, man. We thank you for joining us today on this beautiful video, beautiful day. We hope you guys enjoy the weekend.
Yeah.
And we will see you on the next episode.
Let's go.
Later, everyone.
Later.
Thank you.